Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and thank you for watching. So Rocksmith Plus is finally a thing. If you're not familiar with Rocksmith, I believe it came out quite a few years ago. I'm actually not sure when it initially came out. Let's take a look. As I remember, it came out for like the PS3. Let's just do Rocksmith in general. Let's see, 2014 edition. October 2011. So you're talking something that came out 11 years ago. There we go. We can do math. They are releasing a Plus version that was supposed to be released apparently back in September of 2021, but there was a delay, probably due to COVID, something along those lines. But Rocksmith Plus, Ubisoft Learns to Play Guitar game, finally rocks out next week. The subscription-based guitar game launches on September 6th, a year after its 2021 delay. Remember Rocksmith, released for consoles in 2011. Yeah, it helps if I just read the article. And PC a year later. It was a lot like Guitar Hero, except it used a real guitar, which you connected to a PC via a real tone USB cable. DLC development for the 2014 edition was finally halted in 2020, but Ubisoft resurrected it a year later with Rocksmith Plus and announced today that it was just 1 week away from release. So this is something that was a little bit after I started playing guitar. I also didn't have a game system. Well, sorry, I'm afraid that I didn't have a game system that I could play it with at the time. I don't think I got my PS3 till a lot later. Bought it used for like around $100, so definitely did not buy that thing on launch day. But I always thought it was kind of a cool tool to learn how to play songs. Now, it's primarily going to teach you just how to go up and down the instrument. It'll teach you some chords. It'll teach you how to play cover songs. But it is definitely a cool tool that I just personally never got into. So Rocksmith Plus, very similar to the original game, but different in some significant ways. It's exclusive to the PC this time around, so this is not for a console. You don't have to have a console. You can pretty much hook this up to any PC. We'll go over the requirements in a minute. While you can still connect your guitar, you need a guitar, by the way, to your system with a real tone cable, you can also skip the part and use the Rocksmith Plus Connect mobile app, which tracks your playing by turning your phone into a mic. Oh, so you don't even need the cable anymore if you don't want it. Biggest change, though, is that it's a subscription-based rather than a standalone purchase, costing $15 per month, $40 for 3, $100 for a year. That's not cheap, but it includes access to a library of over 5,000 songs across multiple genres. That's a real improvement over the original, which required the songs to be purchased as DLC, has some pretty steep prices. Including tracks such as, to pick a completely random one, the Spinal Tap Class's Sex Farm sell for $3 each. We've also got some system requirements, which are pretty manageable as these things go. So a processor, you're looking at an i5 2400 AMD FX32 4320 or equivalent. Those have been out for a while. 6 gigs of RAM. Pretty much anything outside of those, like Chromebooks, are going to have 6 gigs of RAM. It looks like you do need some sort of graphics card. All of these are significantly older graphics cards, so you really shouldn't have that much of a problem. Then they have actual recommendations. They recommend 16 gigs, but you can get away with an older computer. You'll be fine. So Windows 10, 64 gigabyte in guitar. Possibly not working on Mac. I don't see why it wouldn't work on Mac. It's not specifying it doesn't. The game was originally slated to arrive in 2021, but Ubisoft postponed the launch to September of the following year. Closed beta test so it could add more songs to the library. Only 500 were available in the beta. Okay, so you're talking, 4,500 songs. Improve audio inputs, tweak progression and user interfaces. So this is good. I don't mind delays in video games if they're fixing legitimate problems. We'll find out how much this is improved in a week. Rocksmith Plus is set to go live on September 6th in the Ubisoft store. And just think, we dedicated it and practiced. One day, this could be you. So the gist of this is, I would say if you're new to guitar and you got $15 to try this for a month, and even if you've had guitar for a while, wouldn't hurt. I mean, you're talking, that's a hefty library. I don't know how much the original library had. Let's see here. Let's see how much one of these. Let's just go to eBay real quick and do like Rocksmith PS3. Let's see how much one of these is going for. Oh, with cable, because you got to have the cable. So you can actually buy, if you have an older system. Oh, there's a 2014 version. Yeah, I mean, you can actually buy the game with the cable or without the cable, depending on if you need it, for around $20. So if it's something where you have an old system and want to try it, might be worth it just to buy that instead. Possibility. Or if you got 15 bucks lying around and you meet the minimum requirements, I think it'd be kind of neat to try this for a month. That being said, am I going to purchase this? Probably not. Because I don't see this as something where, unless I'm in a band again, I need access to a bunch of these cover songs. As someone, I don't know what I would call beginner, intermediate. I guess I would classify myself as. I'm not like a beginner, but I'm not a pro by any means either. I'm sure you've heard my guitar playing on this channel before. But this might be useful, as I said. Brand new people, cover people, you just want to get into it. You know, $15. I don't know if you want to drop the $100 for a year. I would say try it for a month. If you like it, maybe up it to the $40 for 3 months. I mean, you're only saving really $5 by doing that. But being a subscription service, I don't like those. I prefer, this is a personal preference of mine. I prefer to own something physically. I don't even like digital games, if I'm being completely honest. I prefer to have an actual disc or a cartridge or whatever. I will do digital if it's something where it's like dirt cheap or free. But at the same time, I would rather physically own something. But beginners, go for it. Even if you want to learn some of these libraries, I'm sure we'll get the whole library at some point. So I can guarantee you there's going to be at least 20 songs minimum that you would want to know. But at the same time, if you're already in practice, if you can read tabs, or maybe if you have guitar books already, or you've been playing for a while, might not be for you. Because it is going to be a learning curve, because you're going to have to learn their specific system. Because I have played the game once or twice, and I did terrible because I was not familiar with the system. And obviously, you know, you're trying to learn a brand new song. They do slow it down significantly, which is pretty cool. But I think I was playing at full speed for whatever reason. The notes were all over the place. Who knows? Just thought I'd put in my 2 cents. So definitely, I would recommend this to beginners. More than beginners, maybe not. Unless it's something where you play the original Rocksmith and you liked it when you were learning and you want to pick it up again. So there you have it. That's where I'm going to end it. Not going to drag this out anymore. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one.